let's talk about cryptocurrency, cryptographic currency. Is there like a long form term of currency? I know crypto is like a shorthand, but anyway, I've got this article here that I think is a fun springboard to talk about crypto, and I'm going to use this springboard. There's been a lot of crypto news. Lots of exchanges are going through. Let's just say they're not going through a good time, right? Of course, a lot of people understand there are plenty of scams in cryptocurrency markets. Of course, there's plenty of scams in American capitalism. There's scams at the grocery store. There's scams in the stock market. There's scams at any store you're going to go to. Everything you buy is marketing and lying to you, right? Everything you buy, people are scamming you. People are selling snake oil everywhere. Supplement industry is a scam. Pharmaceutical industry is a scam. The medical industry is a scam. The food industry is a scam. So, of course, the financial industry is a scam. No shit, right? Like, no shit. But again, a lot of people, they have this perception that every single cryptocurrency, by the nature of being a cryptocurrency, is like inherently an evil thing. I think that that's a reactionary position. I think that that's dumb. And I want to talk about that a little bit. But also, I want to read this article here. A lot of people in my audience are not going to know who this person is or any of the material here. So again, this is just a springboard to talk about cryptocurrency as a whole over the last couple of weeks. So again, a lot of people have been focusing on the FTX thing. But I have this article here. Now, if you don't know who Vitalik Buterin is, he is the creator of the second most popular cryptocurrency called Ethereum. Now, I don't really like Vitalik overall. I mean, maybe, I don't know, I'm neutral on him. But he frequently goes out there and criticizes the crypto culture, and I want to use this as a springboard. So he says, now again, the creator of the second most popular cryptocurrency, he says, Bitcoin fans ignored El Salvador's undemocratic government. Now, El Salvador is back in the news. El Salvador's quote-unquote president, right, again, started buying Bitcoin when it was around $60,000 to $70,000 per Bitcoin. Now, if you don't know what Bitcoin's current price is, it's about $15,000 to $16,000. So, needless to say, not going well for the economy in El Salvador. Now, again, El Salvador does not have a very good government. You know that if you know anything about El Salvador. But again, a lot of cryptocurrency enthusiasts, and I use enthusiasts in a very, that's being extremely charitable. A lot of cryptocurrency enthusiasts are selfish, psychopathic, crazy people, in the same way that a lot of people that are on Wall Street and that work in the stock market industry are psychopathic and crazy, in the same way that a lot of people that work in almost any single business are crazy, right? So again, this is an infighting scenario. Vitalik has said a lot of really cringy stuff himself, but I just, I think that this is a good statement here. So I want to read what he has to say on Bitcoin fans, because I think that this is pretty good. Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin has again criticized the Bitcoin community's enthusiasm for El Salvador and its president Nayib Bukele, saying that many Bitcoin advocates have ignored the fact that Bukele's government is not very democratic. Quote, this is one of my criticisms of the Bitcoin community. They just automatically love everyone rich and powerful who supports Bitcoin, Buterin said in a video interview with the Straits Times. According to the Ethereum co-founder, a lot of the Bitcoin people ignored the fact that Bukele's government is not very democratic, is a not very democratic government that has a lot of problems, and they're not that good at respecting other people's freedoms. Now, again, I would say a lot more harsh words for the government of El Salvador, especially the government of El Salvador's policy when it comes to Bitcoin. But, I like it. I like cryptocurrency infighting. Now, again, this guy is the founder, creator of the second most popular cryptocurrency. So again, you got to factor in, does Vitalik want Ethereum to be overplacing Bitcoin? Maybe, I'm not sure. El Salvador was the world's first nation to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, making it mandatory for merchants throughout the country to accept the largest cryptocurrency as a payment option. The move sparked widespread discontent among citizens and businesses. First announced at the Bitcoin Miami conference in June 2021, El Salvador's Bitcoin law. Now again, this is a very like authoritarian law. Like, you know, it's not like a law that would be in the sense of the United States passing a law. This is pretty much the guy wanted this and he just greased all the wheels himself and just made it happen, right? Like, this isn't like, oh, you have to lobby Congress for 5 years. You know, like, this is some guy was like, yo, I have a good idea to make money. Let's just use the fact that I am in control of this country to make myself some money. So that's pretty much what it was. El Salvador's Bitcoin law has won Bukele plaudits from some of the loudest voices in Bitcoin. However, Bukele's regime has come under fire for its well-documented authoritarian tendencies and the forced nature of its Bitcoin rollout. El Salvador's Bitcoin law was introduced in the midst of the crypto bull run, with the price of Bitcoin peaking at a high of over $69,000. By the way, I think it's hilarious that Bitcoin peaked at $69,000. That's great. That's totally a Bitcoin thing. I think when Bitcoin goes above $69,000, it's going to go to $420,000, bro. I mean, come on. Since then, the crypto market has plunged, with Bitcoin down over 76% from its all-time high. This is the Bitcoin price today. Buterin opined that El Salvador's Bitcoin adoption model is based on an expectation that prices will continue to go up. But as Bitcoin ended up going down, quote, now it just looks terrible and not many people are using it. Quote, basically just the way Bitcoin adoption was done, very top-down and forced. It just ended up not being very sustainable, said Buterin. Despite the tumbling price of Bitcoin, Bukele's regime remains committed to the Bitcoin adoption. Just last week, the president announced that El Salvador would begin purchasing 1 Bitcoin every day. So again, I wanted to use this as a springboard to talk about cryptocurrency as a whole. Now, a lot of people know this. I own cryptocurrencies. That's right. It's true. The rumors are true. I own stocks and cryptocurrencies. I know. Can you believe it? I also have a gambling addiction. I know. But the thing about being someone that trades stocks or someone that trades cryptocurrencies is you have to understand 99% of this shit is garbage. It's garbage, right? You look at coinmarketcap.com and again, there's like 5,000 like cryptocurrencies on there. I would be willing to bet that like 25 at best are like actual legitimate projects that have any value whatsoever. That's my opinion, right? So again, I'm saying that as someone that has cryptocurrency. There's a lot of people that use cryptocurrency as lack of regulation to steal money from people. Now, again, recently there's this fiasco with an exchange called FTX, which engaged in money laundering and basically destroyed their own company and is now like going bankrupt. And they did so with user deposited funds. Now, again, my opinion is I am in favor of regulation of cryptocurrency. I think cryptocurrency being regulated in the same way that the stock market is regulated would only benefit cryptocurrency as a whole. Let's be honest. Again, there are not, I don't even know, like maybe I'm going to look at CoinMarketCap real quick. Maybe there's like fucking 30,000 fucking things on here. Like, again, there doesn't need to be 30 fucking thousand cryptocurrencies, okay? There just doesn't need to be. I don't even know how to, where is it? 21,000. There's 21,000 cryptocurrencies on coinmarketcap.com. So again, 21,000 cryptocurrencies. At best, there's 25 of them that have any value at all above zero at best. And that's that's being charitable. Now, again, the cryptocurrencies that do have value, what is their value? Well, sending money internationally. I have sent cryptocurrency to people in other countries, avoid certain fees with payment processors. A lot of payment processors, like Western Union, that kind of stuff, how you send money internationally. A lot of them take large fees. Cryptocurrency can alleviate or ameliorate those issues. That's one value of cryptocurrency. Buying drugs online is another value of cryptocurrency. For all the transgender people in my audience, there's a lot of ways that you can buy do-it-yourself hormone therapy with cryptocurrency. So again, cryptocurrency does have a value. Anybody that wants to tell you that cryptocurrency is entirely a scam or has no value, they're either ignorant or lying. Let's just be honest. They're ignorant or lying. It's just that simple. In the same way that, most of the stock market are scams. Absolutely. Most companies, most business are scams. But, of course, there are going to be some companies that are actually trying to do something useful, and that should be, encouraged while we live in a capitalist society. Now, of course, overall, we should abolish money. We should abolish the stock market. We should abolish all forms of currency because it's, at its essence, made up garbage. Money doesn't exist. The US dollar doesn't exist. Any form of currency doesn't exist. And it's all being manipulated by the owners. The US dollar is being manipulated by the US government. The Russian ruble is being manipulated by the Russian government. Bitcoin is being manipulated by Bitcoin whales, right? All of these kinds of currencies are being manipulated by the people that control them the most, right? So again, I think money is, as a concept, really bad. But I live in a capitalist society, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to throw some money at the slot machine every once in a while. But again, one of the big things that people need to understand is that there are a lot of scams on the internet, right? 70% of email traffic is spam. It is people trying to collect your information, to phish you, to find your logins, to get all your bullshit, right? That's what the internet is. The internet is the scam world. I mean, like going on the internet in the early 2000s, in the 1990s, again, I was born in 96, so I'm only going off of historical information here. I don't have a lot of firsthand experience with the internet. I didn't get the internet until I was like 15. So, in the 1990s, the internet was a little niche, but then in the 2000s, it started, the aughts, it started to get more popular. And then all of a sudden, mid-aughts, you have everything on the internet, pop-ups, spam, viruses that are going to destroy your computer, all of that fucking shit. That's just the nature of the internet. Now, again, things have gotten a lot better. Antivirus software has gotten a lot better. Ad blockers have gotten a lot better. So we have made progress. But cryptocurrency is kind of like one of those worlds where it's kind of like a reset, in the same way that the internet in the late 90s, early aughts, mid-aughts was kind of like virus city. It was scam city. It was like you buy something and does anyone know like a parent that tried online shopping in 1999 and then nothing ever came, but they took their money, right? It's the same shit. It's just in a different timeline. So my opinion, we got to regulate cryptocurrency. We got to regulate the stock market. We got to regulate them all much better, much stronger. That's what I support because I think it's better in the long run. Again, according to CoinMarketCap, there's 21,000 cryptocurrencies. Come on, right? Come on. So just throwing that out there. Again, a lot of cryptocurrency enthusiasts, and again, enthusiast is a very charitable term, are crazy ass motherfuckers. They're lunatics. But again, most Americans are lunatics. Most people that really like money are lunatics. Most business people are lunatics, right? So again, you got to keep all this in mind. But I love cryptocurrency infighting. I think it's hilarious when people that are in the cryptocurrency community yell at each other for that kind of stuff. A lot of people in the cryptocurrency world have this weird libertarian ideal, and then a lot of them are just in it for the money, and I think it's hilarious. Personally, I use cryptocurrency again, for the values that I stated earlier, buying drugs on the internet, potentially buying hormones on the internet if I need them for medicational purposes, sending money internationally without getting my money stolen by a bank, etc. And I use it for gambling. I love gambling, right? Ooh, the chart goes up and down. That's fun. I love that shit. So again, just throwing that out there. But of course, if you are going to get involved, it's better to get involved in a bear market than a bull market. So I'm just saying, throwing that one out there. But of course, do your own research and all that shit.